Were we back in our yapping? We ain't never capping. That's a factor. So what's happening?
Not a coach, not a pro, no X's, no O's, just the fans' point of view and what we know. Let's go.
What's going on with it, everybody? What's up? Real quick, they say April showers bring May's flowers. Going through things that's tough in your life, something always good come out at the end. So I say flowers bloom after storms hit. Let's drop it. Let's go. Now let's get up into it. So we know my Steelers went and got Russell Wilson. They went and got Russell Wilson because we're cheap. That's what it is. We're cheap. We're old school type of way. It was $1 million to get him. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what we had to do. 1.2 million to lock him down. No risk. And I see that, and looking at it that way, I'm not happy about the situation, but it is what it is. All right. Now, with that being said, he's in his 13th season, and other teams let him go. We have to go quarterback next draft. That's just how I feel. Where do Russell Wilson get us this year? Will he be looking for a big payout this year? I don't know. But we got to go quarterback next season. That's just what it is to me, and how I feel right now, because I don't want to get put in another situation like we were in with Big Ben. We played Big Ben way too late in his years, and we kept him around too long, and we missed on some quarterbacks in the draft. I don't want to miss again. There's going to be some good quarterbacks coming out of next year's draft, and I hope that we have the chance of going after, some of these guys that's coming out of next year. With that being said, all right. Now, Russell Wilson, he's better than everything that we had, right? And we got to be okay with that. He was sacked 45 times up in Denver. Between our starters, between Mason and Kenny Pickett, they were only sacked 29 times. Mason Rudolph being sacked 6 times and Kenny Pickett being sacked 23 times. If we can even give Russell Wilson that, and he was completing 66% of his passes last year, we're in a good run. We are going to have a good run for Wilson. If we can protect Wilson, and cut down those 29 sacks, or just there, he'll perform for us. He'll make some plays. Keep our running game going the same, and we'll win some games. We will. We'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So even though I don't like the choice, I'm okay with it for right now. But I still would like to go after a guy next year. All right. With that being said, now the Falcons grab up Kirk Cousins. What a pickup! What a pickup for the Falcons, man. I'm excited for the Falcons. I wouldn't have wanted Kirk Cousins. Because of and I didn't know that our offensive line didn't let him, but Kirk Cousins was only sacked 17 times in the games that he was there. You have to protect Kirk Cousins. You have to protect Kirk Cousins. The Falcons let up 40 sacks last season. You got to cut that in half. You got to cut that, at least get that down to 3/4, man. At least. No more than 30 in the whole season, and Kirk Cousins will work wonders for the Falcons. Okay. We seen how clutch Drake London is. Kyle Pitts, a weapon like Kyle Pitts, he's definitely going to be up there. Bijan running the ball effectively. with Kirk Cousins there taking some of the pressure off, hitting them. The Falcons easily could have been a 12-6 team last year. I mean, they lost a few games that were under a touchdown. Desmond Ritter choked and gave lost y'all at least 5 games. At least 5 games. I mean, Minnesota was one of them. That was a dog fight. Got smacked by was it I think they beat the Packers last year. But they were in some dog fights. The Falcons were in a couple of really, really close games that they possibly that were under a touchdown. 5 points or less. 16 points could have had the Falcons from their record now and going 12-7. And I'm 12-6. All right. So, hey, Kirk Cousins will get y'all to the promised land. Atlanta Falcons fans, y'all should be happy what y'all got right now. And I think that y'all trying to build up on an offensive line or add another weapon to the offense. Because 40 sacks, some of those were on Desmond Ritter. Now, all of them were due to the offensive line. I mean, 30 sacks in a whole season, that's not bad. I wouldn't say 40. 40 is not that bad neither, but you got to protect Kirk Cousins better than that. You know what I mean? To get the maximum potential out of him, if you ask me. Okay. But, it'll work out. Yeah, because a lot of that was on Desmond Ritter. So let's not forget that. All right. Uh, Moving on. Justin Fields in limbo. Justin Fields limbo right now. This is crazy to me. Why? Because, well, man, anytime, okay, let me say this. Anytime you have a quarterback who can give you 63% completion percentage and up, that can be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I don't care. Y'all don't agree? Well, let me give you a little bit of insight on that and how it came up. When you get to looking at somebody like Jordan Love, Jordan Love was close, right? The Packers were right there. They could have easily been in the Super Bowl. Do y'all agree for the NFC, represent NFC? Jordan Love completed 64% of his passes. He had 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He was sacked 30 times. CJ Stroud completed 64% of his passes, just about 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He was sacked 38 times. Great to me. Um, Geno Smith. Yeah, I'm talking about Geno Smith. Why? Because he completed 65% of his passes. 65% of his passes. 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Got sacked 31 times. You hear me? And look, he bad. So uh, now where Justin Fields gonna go though? But where I mean, so you get to thinking of some teams. Denver, they have the 12th pick in the draft. Does Denver do they want a quarterback? I mean, Denver would be a great fit for Justin Fields. Let me not knock that. Denver would be a great fit for Justin Fields. I mean, great head coach, Sean Payton, ex quarterback. He really knows quarterbacks. He knows how to coach them up. I believe Justin Fields got an arm. I know he can get it done. He'll kill you with his feet if he got to because he's a winner. But he got a cannon. And I believe he can do some work with Sean Payton. I believe Sean Payton and Fields can get something done in that division and really turn that around. But do we know if they'll go there or not? We don't know. The 12th pick, 12th overall pick, that's good. And we don't know if they'll go after Fields or not, but that is a possibility to happen. Denver might go ahead and pull the plug on that, but there's a lot of people in Denver who saying they want Shador Sanders. They want to wait till next year's draft and they want to get Shador Sanders. But you look, build up the team right now and go and grab Shador. I don't know if that may happen. That may not be realistic to happen. Denver fans, y'all got a quarterback like Justin Fields out there right now. Y'all should be very excited to go after him and start building around him and drafting other. I believe the Denver can get a nice offensive weapon to help out with that offense and get Justin Fields and give the Bears what they want for Justin Fields. I believe that they can do that. Give them, because the Bears lost their leverage. So if you're a Denver right now, you don't have to give up the 12th overall pick right now to get him, because the Bears are definitely going to go quarterback. And y'all got the 12th overall pick. Y'all can give a second round, maybe even a third round right now to grab him up. Use the first round 12th overall pick to grab one of them good offensive weapons and start start building around. Start building around. All right. That sound about right. What you think? Seattle, they have the 16th pick in the draft. They need defensive players, right? They need help on the defense. They got a solid running game. They got a solid quarterback. I just told you about him. Um, I don't know, but Geno Smith is on the older side, and when you got DK Metcalf and got an older tight end, I still think somebody young needs to come in. They need some more young blood to help a receiver to me. After the defensive pickup, getting a nice corner or um, that could be a destination also for them too. But I think it's likely right now. I just think that Seattle and Geno is doing well up there in Seattle. I don't see why the Seahawks would be ready to give up on Geno Smith right now. As far as we know, his age is older, but his NFL body is not old. So I wouldn't be ready to give up on Geno Smith. I would, keep continuing on building around and see what you get up out of him. I mean, completing 65% of his passes. Yeah, look, y'all can be in the dance and win it for sure. All right. This next team I'm about to say, Minnesota. Absolutely. They know what Justin Fields can do. They know what Justin Fields can do. They played against Justin Fields. Justin Fields have gave them a lot of problems. Kept the Bears beat them, and they're like, look, hold up. This young man can play ball. He can play. And if you give Justin Fields, TJ Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison, oh my goodness. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Um, And the thing is, with all these teams right now, and Minnesota could keep that 11th overall pick and go and grab a nice defensive piece. A nice defensive piece. You know what I'm saying? They got a solid running game. Their running game been solid for the past couple years. It really has been. Um, and look, I mean, what do you think they need to go? What, linebacker, corner? What you think Minnesota need right now? Because if he goes there, that is they become a dangerous team. Minnesota looks really good with a Justin Fields there, if you ask me. I believe that's a real solid destination for Justin Fields. And nobody has to give up the first round pick. The Bears lost their leverage. They lost their leverage. They let it hang around and simmer. And look, and the test with the Bears, like, I would hate to be in a situation because you don't want to let one of these three quarterbacks slip. You just don't want to do it because why? How could you? How could you? You know what I mean? How could you let one of these three quarterbacks slip right underneath from right underneath you? I'm Believe it or not, I'm not out on Bo Nix neither, y'all. I'm just not. I'm really not out on Bo Nix. He got it together late in his career, but the way that he moved the ball, the way that he was creative with the passes and everything, I believe Bo Nix is dangerous to me. He was just a winner, a baller, and he used all his weapons. He used everybody on offense. If he knew he can win the game by running the ball, he was handing the ball off, no problem, hitting everybody that was open. He could throw it like, man. I'm not out on Bo Nix. I'm not. I'm just not out on him. I'm not out on Michael Penix, to be honest. Everybody was talking about how good Michael Penix was. I'm not out on him. Me. and I just talked about JJ McCarthy. He's just a question mark, and really don't nobody really know what JJ McCarthy can do. Um, we just don't know because he's never really had weapons on that, like no elite weapons on that offense besides his running backs. You know what I'm saying? And if he was throwing to his running backs, I'm pretty sure that his numbers would have been a lot better. He can make all the throws. He got the arm to do it. So you could say you got your top three, but I would go ahead and say that there's six quarterbacks for sure that can play. I like Joe Milton's athleticism. I believe that he can come in and be somebody's backup, keep him on a roster, but behind a quarterback, and just let him learn the offense and Jordan Love type style, and just get better. And Joe Milton from Tennessee, he'll get something done too, or he may come in and compete. We don't know. I'm speculating, but I think Bo Nix is like, I like his creativity at the quarterback position. That's what I like about Bo Nix. Okay, that's exactly what I like about him. But yeah, Justin Fields in Minnesota, I like that. Um, New England with the third pick. People are saying that, and they have a third pick in the draft. They're gonna grab one of these guys and build a future around them. I don't see them going after Justin Fields. Unless they want to grab him up for a backup. And in that case, Chicago might as well keep him. You know what I mean? And build around them. They're tasked with that decision, but then, like I said, do you let one of these three guys slip through you? I don't think so. Um, like I said, I think that they should have went and go and grab Marvin Harrison Jr. Make him the first round. Make him the first pick of the draft. Give him Marvin Harrison Jr. We seen what Marvin Harrison can do. We know he's going to translate over to the NFL. And then with the ninth pick, go off brand. We say Malik Neighbors, Keon Coleman from Florida. Get a big guy. Get a big guy. Do something different. Because like maybe go there, Malik Neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Get a big guy. Get another guy. Give him two receivers in Chicago and see what happens there. See what happens to Chicago. That's what I think. Because it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good, and I don't think New England is interested. They got a good pick. They can build around some guys. Um, the New York Giants with the sixth pick. They just gave Daniel Jones. I had Jaden Daniels slipping to them with the sixth pick because at the time nobody was talking about him. Even though he had won the Heisman, nobody was really talking about him being the first pick of the draft. So I had him slipping six to the Giants. No, I think in New England taking him. I had New England taking him. But if you're the Giants, you just got you. Daniel Jones is completing 68% of his passes, right? He was sacked 30 times. He only had 2 touchdowns. He had 6 interceptions. Do you really want to go quarterback? You just gave him $80 million. Do y'all really want to go quarterback? Or do y'all want to go and get a weapon? Because it seems like the first couple of teams that are picking ahead of y'all are probably going to want quarterbacks. Can y'all even trade up to get a Marvin Harrison? Get one of these top receivers, the Giants. Giants, get one of these top receivers. That's what y'all need to do. Um, they may look, I know this sound crazy, but Marvin Harrison may even slip to them, bro. Marvin Harrison Jr. may even slip to the Giants. And y'all look, I know it sound crazy, but I'm just saying it may happen. It may happen. Like, I mean, when you get to looking at what everybody else wants, man, it's not too far off, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It may happen, y'all. Cause For instance, like you have the Arizona Cardinals picking number 4. Where are they going to go? Where do they? I mean, if Marvin Harrison's Jr.'s there, they'll probably take him, right? Because he's that good, right? The Los Angeles Chargers. Who do y'all think they take? Do they go tight end, or do they grab one of them top receivers? Who do they grab? Where do they go? They need a tight end, right? They need a big tight end. The Giants. Does Arizona go quarterback, or do they stay with Kyler Murray? Because Michael Penix, like I said, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, who the Chargers gonna go? Running back? They may even go running back. We don't know. We don't know. Defense. They may go defense. Arizona may go defense. They may go offensive line. So the Giants very well may be able to get Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm just saying. But look, man, I hope y'all have a wonderful Monday. I had to come up in here and I had to give y'all my thoughts on Russell Wilson, with Justin Fields is going on, a little bit about this draft and everything else. So look, I want y'all to have a good one.
Want to see Truck and Chubby live with co-host Shad? Tune in at Fans Point of View, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the content. Don't forget to hit your notification bell for all updates. Thank you for watching.